So today the topic is all about setting goals, and I hope everyone can hear me. Today, the guest I will be speaking to is this amazing gentleman who is a motivational speaker, and he loves to motivate the youth to greatness. Also, a youth development and empowerment prop- proponent. And the list goes on and on and on and on. And he's also a lecturer and a corporate trainer and an entrepreneur as well. So help me welcome to the chat today, Godwin Adu-Afful, who is also known as Gord-Afful PMP. Hello, God. Welcome.
Hello.
I just hope the network is going to permit us to do this today. It seems to be breaking bit by bit, day in and day out.
Should be fine.
Okay. Welcome again. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas and you've had a lovely New Year as well.
Yeah, it was great. It was super. Yeah,
Oh,
and
okay.
the COVID is so hard to make you, but it was great. We had great Christmas out, the family. For me, it was super.
Oh, that's good. That's good to hear. Well, today, as you already know, we are here to discuss the topic setting goals. And I know usually before we enter a new year, most people set goals, but then they are not even able to work through the goals or anything at all. So, as a pro, we would like you to tell us more about goals. So, we've got a few questions to be asking you, and hopefully, the viewers will also bring their own questions on board as well. And so, without much ado, maybe we should just start. So, can you tell us what a goal is?
All right, thank you very much. Good question. I think that's a good start. We need to understand what a goal is. I think it's a great start. Yes, a goal, basically it's a target. Technical definition is state of affairs that the plan, intends to achieve. So you need to have something, a target, a destination. For me, a goal is a destination. I was trying to pick up some etymology about the word goal, and this is what I got: GOL, which means boundary limit. And if you dig deeper, you find things like finish line, finish point for a race. So life is a race. So obviously, you need to have a finish line. You need to have a target. So a goal is a target. It's an aim. So you need to basically have a target in life. You need to have an aim. You need to have a purpose. And that's basically a goal. So a target, at which a plan is directed at, that's basically a goal. Everybody should have one.
Oh, okay. I guess I did set up my goal before entering the year 2021, just to help those who didn't set any goals or who don't see any importance about goals. Hence, that is why we're doing this event today. So, how do we set goals?
All right, great question. Goal setting is the process, and it's something you need to understand and know how to do it and do it well. Many of us, we set goals, but we don't do them properly. So the process that you go through. So I'll just walk you through the process of setting goals.
Okay.
And one major, if you don't get anything, one major is your plan. There should be a plan in there. So I say a goal is basically your destination, and the plan becomes the direction. Okay, so you need to have the direction that will lead you to the destination, and that direction is your plan. So first you need to understand there's an acronym I use. I call it a UPGAC, UPPGACC. All right. So the process of goal setting, you first need to understand your goal. There's something I'm going to come out with. It's called the Go card. Call it the Goa model, GOWER. The G stands for gain. So you need to know what you stand to gain in the benefit. So you take your time and list the benefit. So this will basically help you understand your goal. So understand your goal, know the obstacle. That's something you do not do. Once you get goal, you do not start thinking of what could go wrong. The risk to it, I call them unclean spirits. So you need to basically identify all the unclean spirits and have power over them. So another thing is you need to know the obstacles, you need to know your weakness, so then you start trying to understand your goal. So know the game, know what is in it for you, know the obstacles, know the weaknesses, your weaknesses, know your edge, your strengths as well, and have a response. That will basically help you. The goal will help you understand your goal. That's the first part. So you need to understand your goal. The next thing is for you to plan. Once you have the understanding, you can plan it. So if you don't understand your goal, you can't plan it. So you get the understanding, you then have to plan it. And planning, there are a lot of things you do. There's something like goal breakdown structure. So you need to identify the major things you have to do to complete your plan, okay, to achieve your goal. So you get the major things. For example, you want to be the best motivational speaker in the world. You need to know the major things you have to do to achieve it. Some of the things will be training. You need to go through training. That's a major thing. You need to have your YouTube channel, do videos. You need to build content. These are major things. So once you have the major things, you take your time and break the major things. So the training, you take your time and break the training. What type of training? When do you do it? Where do you have to do it? Break that part down. So then you go to your YouTube channel, what you have to do and all that. So you take your time and identify the major things you have to do to achieve your goal and still break them down. So you get to the activity level, okay? Then it becomes, so you have the goal breakdown structure, you go through that and you have a plan out of it. The plan becomes your direction. Okay, and remember, once you have that plan, you need to have timeline. So you need to know exactly when you are doing what, when you are doing all the activities. Very, very important. You also need to know who can basically help you. We all need help. Once you set the goal, you need to also identify who can basically help in there. So you have the timeline, you have people you need, and resources that you basically need to kick off the plan. And the next thing is, so we have the UP. The other P is perform. Once you have the plan, you need to perform. So you need to work the plan. Okay, so we have the action now. We have the, we need to now plan. Okay, that is where I'm supposed to come up to talk about some of the principles, some of the rituals you also have to do, to work the plan. So you need to have that discipline. One word would be discipline, obviously. So you can basically work the plan, show proper discipline, whatever you have to do, make sure you do it. So every day you know exactly what you have to do. So you work the plan. Then the next one is for you to gauge the act. So in the plan, there's something called milestones. Milestones are achievement of key events. You need to also identify some checkpoints in there that can basically help you measure your performance. Okay, remember, goals have to be smart. There's something called smart goal. Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, time bound. So your goal should be specific. It has to be measurable. So you need to have those milestone checkpoints. So every quarter, what are you supposed to achieve? There should be a major thing for you to achieve every quarter. You can decide to go quarterly, you can decide to go monthly. Some people can even decide to go weekly. So every week, what's the major thing that I have to achieve? Okay, so that becomes your checkpoint, and you have to measure your performance. So as you move, you check and see how you are performing. Be able to do all the things you're supposed to do end of the week. Be able to do all the things you're supposed to do end of the month, end of the quarter. So there should be checkpoints before the milestones, in there, and use them to measure your performance and use them to also improve. So if you are checking and you realize there are some major things you still haven't done, you need to learn lessons, know why you still haven't done them. Okay, what happened, and learn your lessons and use them to improve. I say lessons are very, very important. I call them lessons. You need to learn the lessons and make them lessons, use them to improve and become better. So that is the G and A part, gauge and act. So you're checking your progress. If it's not going according to your plan, you take action, you take preventive, you fix the problem, and you also take preventive action, things you do to make sure those things do not happen again. If it's laziness, you need to think about it. In procrastination, you need to think about it. You might be sleeping too much, you might be waking up late. You need to do all that. Okay, it's very, very important. So these are some of the things you need to be doing in order to achieve your goal. That's the process I've actually walk you through. So you need to understand your goal first, plan it, work the plan before,
Okay.
gauge and act, then you complete and close. That's the finished part. If you have done with your goal. Smart people will always try to learn lessons whenever they get to a checkpoint. So if you have a checkpoint every week, once you get there, you need to check your performance. All the things you are supposed to do, were you able to do them? If you weren't able to do them, what do? You learn lessons. So you learn lessons as you go. It's very, very important. And as you do this, you definitely achieve your goal. I'll be talking about some of the principles as we go. I just spoke to you about the process. There's a process that you follow. Okay, so understand, plan, perform, gauge and act, complete and close as you keep going.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for this. This is a very, very long one. It looks like maybe I've been jumping a few of these. I only always just go for the smarts and just use the SMART to just do my goals. So obviously probably I need to be leaving that checkpoint for myself where I check back to see if I am doing the right thing or I'm still on the path and not deviating. Okay, so when you're setting goals, do you need to talk to any professional or a mentor to set your goals at all?
Yes, if you know how to do it, obviously you don't need to talk to anybody. But if you do not know how to do it, it doesn't really hurt to speak to a professional. There are seminars that are being held on goal setting. Ghana, we take these things for granted, but elsewhere they take this seriously. People pay to listen to professionals to guide them, to their goals. So if you do not know how to do it, ask. I always say this, whenever you want to do, basically, things that you have to do. One is to look within, so see if you can do it yourself. So if you have the mind, you have some abilities, see if you can still do it. So you look within. If that is not possible, you also look around to see who can help you. So look within, look around, and also look up. That's also very, very important. Looking up is tapping into divine word. So you can also ask for wisdom from the greatest teacher. That's the rituals, that's the unorthodox bit. So you can also ask God for wisdom to help you, to guide you, come out with your goal. So you look within, you look around, you look up. So it's always good to ask for help. And it doesn't hurt to do that.
Oh, okay. I remember talking to a career advisor in the past who helped me setting goals for myself. But as human, sometimes we tend to deviate or divert from whatever goals we have set for the near future. Is it just me that it happens to, or does it happen to everybody? Can they just deviate or divert it to do something else from the already set goal?
Yeah, it happens to a lot of people. Deviating, it's not nature to deviate. One thing that's very difficult in life is I call it consistency. people find it difficult to be consistent with whatever they want to do, And for me, if somebody can demonstrate consistency and faith, everything they are looking for will come to them. So yes, we tend to deviate as we go, but it all boils down to your faith in what you want to do, And there's a phrase that says, "If it's worthy, stay with it." So you need to come up with a worthy goal, and if you think that goal is worthy, it will take time. That take time, okay, to actually yield some results. So you need to stay with it. That's how come you need to basically understand whether your goal is worthy first, okay. And you remember I talked about the goal card. You need to know what's in it for you. Is your goal compensatory? I have 5 C's of goals, one of them being compensatory. So your goal should be compensatory, should reward you. So what is in it for you? If you believe in that, realize that there's something that really compelling, that is more worthy. Or if you think your goal is not worthy, again, there's something called continuous justification. So continuously, you need to justify, the worthiness of your goal. So as you are praising the worthiness of your goal, and at a point you think it's not worth it anymore because things have actually changed, you can't basically do some minor changes to still get back on it. It will be better for you to discard it and pick up a new goal. That is fine. But if it's still worthy, you need to still go on, stay with it because it pays. There's a law that says, there's a law called law of compensation. Everything you stay with, become faithful with for a very long time, it has to pay you. It resonates with the law of averages, So you need to, if you think it's worthy, you stay with it and you have faith. So these are some of the rituals, the principles that I'll be talking to you about. You need to believe in what you want to do and have desire, strong desire for it. If that desire is very strong and it's a burning one, chances are that was meant for you to complete. If you don't have that desire, that willingness, it means it's not meant for you to complete. Then you can shun it. Then you can discard it. But if it's still within your heart, it pushes you all the time. You walk away, it still brings you back in. It means it was meant for you to complete. And that is in line with your purpose, So you still need to fight for it. Everything wants you to basically fight for them. If you can fight for them, they will get close to you.
Oh, I have just picked something new today. So you cannot just go setting your goal. You should have a passion for your goal. I mean, that is what I have just picked from what you've just said. So maybe in future, I'm definitely going to keep that in mind and then think about whatever I have passion for before I just pick it as a goal. Let me give just a little bit of shout out to these people. Hi, Olivia. Hi, Josie. Oh, hi, Minister D, and hi, Maggie, and thanks for all those who are watching us today. So, as you already know, it's all about setting goals. So, I've got this other question. Usually, when you go for an interview, they are always asking you, "Oh, what is your five years term goal, and what is your 10 years term goal?" So, does that mean there are different types of goals at all?
Yeah, there are different types of goals. And coming back to that question, these people, when you go for interviews and ask you that question, they want to see how serious you are. So serious people make goals, okay? And they want to also see whether your goal, where you want to see yourself, find yourself in the next 5 years, is in line with what they want to do. It's in line with the company's objectives. And they see how long you can stay with them. So number one, it shows how serious you are as a human being. It shows your ambitions. Number two, it shows your willingness to stay with them for that long, go with them for that long haul. So they will ask that question. So you need to basically have a goal. It's very, very important. If you want to be successful, I say this: you are an organization. Every organization will have a goal. Every organization will have objectives. So you as a person is an organization. So if you don't have a goal, if you don't have a target, you are lost in the forest. So you need to have a target. And coming back to the next bit of your question, different types of goals. Yes, you have different types of goals. You have health goals. So you can pick something that is very, very important and come out with a goal. Create a goal out of it. So your health, I had a health goal. I was weighing 89 kilos, and I decided I set the goal to reduce it to 76, and I achieved that within 3 months. And I know you also aspect, the fitness aspect. So you can also have a health goal. This year my health goal is not to basically eat after 6, and do more of the vegetables. So you can have different types of goals. Health goal, you can have family goal. So what's your goal for your family? You can also have personal development goal. You want to develop yourself, as a person. What are some of your goals? And it's very, very important. If you want to be successful in life, you need to have a personal development goal. You can also have a happiness goal. So I say this: if you want to be happy, have a happiness goal. If you want to be rich, have a rich plan or rich goal. If you want to be healthy, have a health goal. So whatever you attain to achieve, you can create a goal out of it. So we have different types of goals. We also have long-term, medium-term, and short-term goals. Okay, so there are different types of goals.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I set myself that goal last year to use 6 months to reduce my weight drastically, actually to go on a healthy lifestyle, and then leading to losing weight. And I am so pleased I walked myself through that goal. To me, it was like a short-term goal, because obviously it was from July to December, and I set myself that target, and I knew exactly how much weight I wanted to lose each week. So hence I have actually invited you to talk about goals, so it will help others to also set their realistic goal. I say it's a realistic goal because it has to be something that you can achieve within
Yeah.
that time frame, which is
Yeah.
timely. Well, so let's just give a little bit shout out again. So Josie says great idea. Then we still have Dr. Olivia Ariel from Fit for Life London, who is also saying fight for what you want. And then we still have Maggie Welton of Fitness Lifestyle Coaching on here with us as well. Thank you guys. My next question is how many goals can I chase at once? Can I chase so many goals at once, or does it have to be one at a time?
That's a very good question. How many goals you can chase. You can't decide until you have a model. In project management, we talk about different types of projects. So a company might be thinking of how many projects they can basically embark on, at a point in time. And you need to have a model. So that plan becomes your model. You need to identify the goals you want to chase and push all of them to that model, and see the repercussions on your resources, on yourself, on your time. So you have too many things, you are doing too many things, they are taking all your time, you even haven't got time to do major key events in there. So it means you can't chase some of your goals, you need to take some of them out. So until you have a model, there's no way you can measure how many goals you can chase. So you need to have that plan. So if you want to add more, you insert it into your plan and see the repercussions, the effect on your time, the effect on yourself and all that. Do you have the time for them? So you can, if you can't measure, it's not possible. So you need to have that model. And once you have that model, you can basically push in every plan, every goal that you want to chase, and see the effect on your time, on your resources. There are some people helping you achieve your goal. If you have too many people, now you overload people, they can't even do anything now. So you see the repercussions of, chasing too many goals. And if you take one of them out, you can also see the repercussion, the effect on your time, and that can help you measure how many goals you can chase. So you need to have that model. It's very important, that can help you measure. It's like a barrel, if you don't have a barrel and you have many boxes, on the floor, there's no way you can check how many boxes that can be contained in the barrel. But once you have that barrel, you can pack and pack and pack. You know, these ones here is already full, so you can't take in more. So you need to have that barrel and to check how many goals you can load in there.
Oh, okay. Thanks for that. Well, that makes me think of myself, because sometimes I notice I list down so many goals, and then you notice you started that, and you started that, and you're going around in circles, and you're thinking, which one do I really want to concentrate on now? I'm very sure this year I am going to concentrate on just a few of my goals and not get them knocking their head against each other. So I want us to come to the point about procrastinating. Most
Okay.
of us are always procrastinating our goals and then pushing it further and further. What is the best way to avoid procrastinating?
Great question. Procrastination, they say, is a thief of time. You know, we steal your time, you know. And if you have a goal, we have about 5,840 waking hours to ourselves every year. Okay, so if you procrastinate, it means it's stealing your time, it's taking away your time. You've got only 5,840 waking hours. You know, so every time you wake up, you know, you need to know exactly what you are shooting for. And you need to do them, because once you are delaying, once you are procrastinating, the time is just wasting away. Okay, so procrastination is a thief of time, and procrastination is part of something we call diseases of attitude. It's a destructive behavior, you know. And if you want to achieve your goal and you embrace procrastination, it doesn't help. One thing I tell people is, when you have the goal and you have your achievement, you can see the achievement. You know, you need to already see your goal, see the finish line. I always say this: if you can't see the finish line, there's no point going. You know, you need to see the finish line. Now you can see the finish line and you have the goal, but this is what is created all the time. There's a gap between your goal and achievement, and the gap is created by procrastination. One of them is procrastinate. A lot of disease of attitude. One of them is procrastination. The other one is fear, doubt, indiscipline, you know, disbelief. They create that gap, that chasm, that gap, that gutter between your goal and achievement. Okay, so until you overcome these disease of attitude, you don't create a bridge. Okay, so you need to overcome procrastination to create a bridge, and you overcome it with discipline. With discipline, you know, opposite of procrastination, one word that comes to mind is basically discipline. So you need to be disciplined. It's one of the principles. You know, you need to be very disciplined. You know, discipline is basically doing something when you have to do it, even when you feel like it or not. You know, so that is called discipline. So you need to be disciplined. When you have to do it, you have to do, whether it's difficult or not. You still have to do it. The time that you have to do, you still have to do it. And as you do that, it will form habits. You know, and as you keep forming habits, it will basically overcome the procrastination. So it's a process. You need to keep doing. You need to practice. Whatever is very important, you do them, and everything you do repeatedly will form habits. You know, so once you consciously do them, they will form habits, and eventually you overcome procrastination. So just try to be disciplined. If you become disciplined, you overcome procrastination.
Oh, okay. Just to add a little bit to what you have just said, as my group, which is Sister Eats Fit Lose, is all about healthy eating and leading a healthy lifestyle. And I believe when you start from something little, I mean, being the best at what you are, just the little thing is going to impact very, very greatly in anybody's life, whoever decides to do that. And we have to give up on procrastinating. I have a bit of that disease when it comes to certain things, because I always go, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. And tomorrow never comes, as they say. Tomorrow never comes, because every day after each day, there is a tomorrow. And we'll keep on saying tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. So I have this other question I want to ask. Do you have to keep your goals under a lock copy, or can you just write it on pieces of papers and then be searching around for them all the time?
Sorry, can you come again?
So can you write, do you have to write your goals down, let's say in a diary where you lock it and keep it away, or where you file it and keep it away so that you come back to it all the time? Or does it have to be like a handy book that you carry around all the time?
Oh, okay, great stuff. It depends on the style, what basically works for you. I think the first thing I want to say is you need to basically write your goal down. Very, very important. And there's a
So you
research that
can't
was,
record it in your head. It definitely have to go somewhere.
yes, so you need to write it down. You can basically write it down in your notebook. Some people have got, there's a software you can use. I use something called MS Project to do my goals. That is really technical, but I can use a to-do list, something very simple to write down your goal. But the thing is, it has to be written down. It's very, very important. So get something, you can have a small notebook to write your goal in there. It's very, very important. Break them down in there, and you have all the activities in there so that there's something you look at, there's a plan you look at every day. So you need to write, you can write it down in your book. So it depends on what basically works for you, and what you can basically keep. If you think that a small notebook is perfect, writing that small notebook. Some people can even write it on the paper and make sure it's safe all the time. Some people put them in their locker every day. They take it, go through them, and know exactly what they have to do. The things they have to do for the day, they write it down and work with it. But the main goal is logged in there. Every day they are looking at it, and the things they have to do for the day, they pick the main goal, the master goal, and they write the things they have to do for the day. And it can be on the paper, it can be on their phones, and they work with it. So as they are going, they have something to look on. It's very, very important, And let me talk about the writing bit. There's something you might call it pseudoscience, but the writing bit is very, very important. I learned from the greatest teacher, Christ, one of the things, or God, one of the things is writing. God is a writer. I say God is a journalist. Everything that is very important, he will write it down. There's power in writing. When you write your goals, that is what happens. You will it into a law. You decree your goal into a law. I'm telling you, it's serious matter. So when you're writing your goal down, write it with all your heart and believe in it. I told you some of the principles are faith. You need to believe in your goal. Okay, so you make your goals like an adult, believe in it like a child. I say you have two parts. You have a nipper side, a child bit of you, an adult side of you. Many of us, when we grow up, we suppress the child side of us. We think we are adults, but the child side of you shouldn't leave you. When it comes to believing, when it comes to asking, when it comes to forgiving, so when it comes to believing in your goal, you need the nipper or the child side of you to believe in your goal. So when you write your goal down and believe in it, you decree your goal into a law. You ordain it into a law. And laws are not meant to be broken. Laws are meant to be fulfilled. So when you have that faith and you carry that faith with you, your goal will be achieved. So you need to write your goal down and believe in it. And as you are writing your goals down, they become laws and they will be fulfilled. So you need to have somewhere where you write your goal and you look at them every day. Every blessed day, you need to review your goal. Every blessed day, you need to look at your goal, because the goal gives the focus. It directs you. It's the direction. It's like a staff. The greatest teacher, when he sent his disciples on a journey, he told them one thing: do not take anything. He told them, do not take bags, money, whatever, but take a staff. The greatest teacher, called Christ Jesus, was showing us the importance of goal. So whenever you go on a journey, one major thing is you having a plan, having a goal with you. So he told them to have a staff, and staff is meant to give you direction. So staff are goals, they are plans. So whoever goes on a journey should have a goal, and it has to be written down. And you look at it every day. And there's some ritual I'll tell you, which rituals are things you do repeatedly. So one of them is you looking at your goal every blessed day. Every blessed day. And as you keep doing this, it goes into your mind. You have two types of minds. You have the conscious and the subconscious mind. So as you are reviewing your goal, it goes into your subconscious mind. And your mind is what makes you. Somebody said, when we take the mind out of you, everything left in there can be found in a horse or a pig. That is quite harsh, but it's the truth. What makes us human is the mind. So we can use this mind to bring our goals into reality. That's the pseudoscience bet, unorthodox bet, but they make a huge difference. So you write it down every blessed, you look at your goal and you go through them. And before you sleep, you also need to look at your goal and review, go through them, repeat the things you want to do. When you do that, it goes into your subconscious mind. So even when you are sleeping, your mind, your subconscious mind is still working. That's how come when you wake up, you get different ideas about your goal, how to achieve it. Because the subconscious mind is going to work even when you are sleeping. So you wake up, you look at your goal again, you have different ideas how to basically bring your goal about. So these are some of the rituals, these are some of the unorthodox principles you have to perform to bring your goal about, to bring your goal or your dream into reality.
Well, I think I am not surprised about it, because I don't know if you've experienced this before. My goals have kept me awake before, because I'm asleep and then I notice there are so many ideas just running through my mind, and I'm like, well, let's wake up and write it down. Sometimes I just wish when I write those goals that comes into mind when I'm sleeping, when I write them down, maybe it will let me sleep. Sometimes it's kept me awake throughout the night. I'm thinking, am I just overthinking or overdoing this? So sometimes I think my brain is overworking.
Yeah, that's your subconscious mind trying to get into your conscious mind, and trying to bring you your ideas, because I think one of my quotes was yesterday. I said, whatever we are, whatever we become is a manifestation of our beliefs and thoughts. So the thing we think about is basically what makes us. So whatever you think about, it makes you. And you are what you think about. Is very, very important. So as you are thinking about your goals, your mind is going to look for evidence, bring it to you. What you feed on, your mind attracts to you. It's very, very important. So that reviewing, that writing down, reviewing, going through them, very important. There's a power in you, there's a spirit in you, and that spirit will help you bring that goal about. It's very, very important.
Yeah, I'll still hit on that same point again. I remember when I started my healthy lifestyle journey in July, I remember telling all those who joined me to have a notebook and write down their goals. I, for one, wrote down my goal, and then I wrote down what I wanted to do, as in start eating extra healthy, and also for it to lead to losing weight. And then my ideal weight I wanted to go to was somewhere within the 70s. That was about between 70 and 75. I was quite bad with my weight anyway, and I thought, well, that is my ideal goal. And then my other goal was to gain extra confidence, And I remember I always picked up my book, and then I was always referring to that first page, because I always put my goals on the first page of a little notebook, which I could always refer to. I don't think I was doing it every day, but I was doing it every other day. Maybe now you have hit that point, and I think I will be looking at my goals every other day, just like I look at the Bible, or just like as I change my clothes, So definitely I am going to find that time to be looking at my goals more. I have gained something new from you. And I believe people watching or people listening to us as well have also gained some insights and a lot of knowledge from you today. I have learned a whole lot from you today. So I don't know, do you have any more to add to what we've just said? And people watching, if you've got any questions, please just drop them, and then let's try and see if we can answer them as well. Have you got any more to add to it? Maybe I should have asked certain questions and I haven't asked.
Yeah, great. I want to talk about why people don't set goals. And one of them being fear of failure. They are scared to fail. So this is what I've got for them. Failure is the price to pay for success. If you want to be successful, you have to fail. If you don't fail, you will never be successful. So you need to embrace failure. And for me, failure brings power, and strength. When you fail means there's something you did not know, so it comes to identify your mistakes and your gaps. So it comes to strengthen you, it comes to make you stronger, and it brings power. And that power is what you use to overcome the next step, or the next hurdle. So let's not be afraid of failure. Let's embrace failure. Everybody will fail. And, all the successful people, they failed. Thomas Edison, the one who invented light, failed 10,000 times. 10,000 times. He never gave up. He kept pushing. That's how come I talked about consistency. It's one of the principles. You need to keep moving. You need to keep moving and never stop. If you can do that, everything you are looking for will just come to you. So we just have to keep going, have that goal, keep moving, understand the goal all the time. Appraise the worthiness of your goal from time to time. Believe in the goal. Faith is very, very important. Believe in your goal. And I will talk about some 4 works that you also need to basically tap into as you embark on your goal. One of them I call the somatic work, call it physical works. So you also have a part to play. So once you have the goal, you also have a part to play. You have to get up every day, do the works. That's somatic works. Physically do the works. There's something called noetic works, or call it mental works. So there's a part where you need to also take your goal every morning, look at it again, think through your goal again every blessed day, before and after. As soon as you wake up, you do this. Why? Because when you wake up, your mind operates better, operates faster. It operates 10.5 cycles per every second, and we have different brain waves. Where as soon as you wake up, your mind is in an alpha state, and when your mind is in an alpha state, your subconscious mind is really, really active. So once you start talking about your goals, speaking to your subconscious mind speaking to your subconscious mind about your goals, it gets in there. It understands it and knows exactly what you want, and it helps you to achieve it. So we need to do the mental works. Very, very important, because it's one of the things that makes us human, I told you. So we need to do the mental works. The other thing is hoi polloi works. Call it, using people. So once you have that goal, know who can help you. The other people can help you achieve your goals. Build a new circle of friends, who also have got goals, and we are basically the average of people we surround ourselves with. So if you have a goal and you basically surround yourself with people who do not have a goal, chances are that you will ditch your goal, you shun your goal. So also surround yourself with people with goals, and also have accountability partners. So if you are married, let your wife know about your goal. Let your kids know about your goal. Paste it somewhere for them to see, and they will hold you to that. So many people are scared to fail, so they will keep their goal somewhere. They won't let their circle of friends or the people close to them see their goals. But people who are close to you, let them know your goal, okay, so that they will hold you to that. You said you wouldn't eat after 6 o'clock. I've told my wife, I've told my son, they know I don't eat after 6. So they hold me to that. Hey, it's 6 o'clock, you are eating. And that brings motivation. It brings motivation. So you need to surround yourself with people who have also got goals. You need to surround yourself with people who can also motivate you. People can also help you achieve your goal. And the last one is your divine works. I told you also need to look up. So what I'm trying to say is achieving a goal is not easy. That's how come the greatest book will tell you that you need to acknowledge God in your ways, and He will straighten your path. You need to basically commit your plans to Him, or your works to Him, and He will establish your plans. So once you just make the plans, that's not the end, And if you have time, would have actually walked you through some of the things I've achieved with goal setting and tapping into these 4 types of works. Part that there should be some divine works in there, to achieve it. There are things that will be beyond you, but you need some divine works.
I'm definitely going to bring you back for us to talk about that. I am going to hold you on that. Yes, definitely.
I'll be giving some evidence, some proof, just to motivate people and show that there are some all types of work. So yes, yeah, when we come back, I'll be talking about that. But all I'm trying to, there are some divine works you need to tap into. Every successful person will have a goal, and every successful person will tap into some divine works. Some call it God, some call it nature, some call it tar. They give them different names, but they all admit there's a guiding power above us, some infinite intelligence above us, some omniscient, above deity above us. When you tap into it, it helps you. So whatever you want to achieve, it helps you to achieve it. And that's the divine works. So as you set your goals, do the somatic work, the physical works, do the mental works. As you set your goals, use the Hoypler works, know who can help you. And as you set the goals, tap into divine works. And if you can tap into these 4 types of work,
Oh, okay. Thank you for that. My line was just breaking a little bit here. Let me just read a little bit from here. So we've got Adjoa Nyama saying hello to us, and she says Vim, and she also says we should also encourage ourselves. And Maggie is saying, yep, every successful person has a goal or set of goals. And we have Monica Frimpong joining us. So Sister Aja also said, yes, sir. So it looks like we've got lots of people who are just agreeing to all that you have talked to us about today. And before we finally conclude, I will just chip in this little ad. Today, our whole chatting time was sponsored and then supported by Hetty's Mother Care, which is in Ghana. It is at East Legon. You can find them on Instagram under Hetty's Mother Care. So it is Hetty Mother Care, and they are at East Legon in Ghana. Then we also have Family Affair Ghana, which is an online shop which is based in Ghana and UK as well. Then we also have Saint Maya Dry Lining Company that has also supported us. So we've got lots of people supporting us. And if you would like to support us, if you would like to advertise with us, hey, we are here. And next time we come online, we will let you know, we will announce ahead of time. So then you can bring your details and your information, and we can share on here for you as well. We also have Maggie Welton of Fitness Lifestyle Coaching, who is also giving us all the big support as well. And also sister Eat Fit Lose as well. So we've got a few of other friends who are on here as well. We've got George Adom Dakwa, who is saying hello to us. Then we've got Rasgoso as well, who is saying hello to us. I'm sure you know all these people. It's been a great time chatting with you today, or having this discussion with you today. I have really learned a lot. I thought I was a pro with my goal setting, but obviously there's someone who is more of a pro than myself. So I am going to add all that I have picked from you today to what I have already know, and I'm believing that most people have also enjoyed listening to you as well. I don't know if you still have about 20 minutes, if you still want to give us that little evidence you were talking about, or it looks like we're still getting lots of people coming on now. We've got Nana Seyua, and I've got messages, people saying don't go yet. So, I don't know if you want to add a little bit more.
I've got content, I can talk the whole day, this point I want to also add, I always say this and people tongue lash me. I say you are God and people do not basically understand, but it's written in there, the greatest book, isn't it? That you are gods and children Most High, and if you are God, it means there's a power within you. What makes us God is power. God, if you look this one up in the dictionary, God is someone who is special, with special powers. So if the greatest teacher says we are gods, it means we have special powers. So everybody has got special. For me, there's nothing like an average person. Nobody is an average person. Nobody is a mediocre person. Everybody is special. So you are also special. You can also do something significant. And because the things that we do in this world are done by humans, not angels. So if you also leverage your mind, one day, you also come up with a groundbreaking idea that will change the world. So we need to keep believing in ourselves, set goals, and believe in them. Do not be scared of criticism. Do not be scared of, failure. Fear is something that takes away your power. So as we set our goals, let's eschew fear. It will take away your power. But if you can embrace boldness, embrace courage, and keep going and believe in yourself that there's some power within you, and keep exercising that power all the time and looking up, looking around you, looking within you. There's nothing that you cannot achieve. I believe in people. So let's keep going. Let's keep going all the time. There's something I also come up with. I call it the success equation. If you want to achieve something, there's some equation that you go through. First one is there's equation is S equal to P T W B squared, O into bracket multiplied by H. That is science. So normally when I'm doing this, I use the board, so that I can just write for people to see all these, but but that's a formula for success. If you are looking for something, you can use this formula. The P, if you break this one down, the P stands for pray hard. So if you want to achieve something, prayer is part of it. You need to pray. And every successful people, they pray. They all have deities that they pray to. So I told you there's a guiding power above you. If you tap into that guiding power, it comes in to direct your path. If it's God, use it. If it's Allah, use it. Whatever you believe in, just believe in it hard. And it will work for you. So you need to pray hard. The other one is think hard. That's where your mind comes in. You need to really think hard. So we need to think hard all the time. So every day we are thinking about our goals, thinking through it, and we get new ideas as we do this. So spend about 30 minutes every day going through your goals. And here's what will happen. You will have new ideas. Every blessed day, when you go through your goals, think about it, you have new ideas. So keep thinking about your goals. The next one is work hard. You need to work the plans. Everything in there. That's where discipline will come in. So everything in there, try to do them. It might be difficult, but just make that conscious effort to do them. As you do them repeatedly, I said it will form habits. That's how habits are formed. It might be very difficult, but just do them. Even when they are difficult, just do them. Do them. If you do them repeatedly, it will form habits. You want it, so do them wantedly. That's another term. If you want something, you do it wantedly. You do it repeatedly. And the next one is you need to believe hard. We've talked about faith, so believing is very, very important. Faith is believing in a plan, so believe in your plan. Faith is also believing your deity, believe in your God. Faith is also believing a person, so believe in yourself, and that's faith. So you need to believe in yourself that you can pull this one off. You can make it happen. Believe in yourself. And I say this, if you have that strong desire and willingness, it means it was meant for you to finish it. So when it keeps coming back to you, you have that strong passion, strong desire, burning desire, which goes to burn the bridges behind you. It means it is meant for you to finish. So you need to keep going and believe in it. And the last one is be hard. You need to be strong. Be hard. Many people will laugh at your goals. They will laugh at you. When I set that goal to slim down, to lose weight from 89 to 76, a lot of people laughed. They mocked, they scoffed and said, oh, you can't do it. And when I was able to do it, when I was doing it, some people said, are you sick? This guy, is he sick? Has he got some illness? People started laughing, and if you are not strong, you move away from your goal. So you need to be strong. So I say this, one of my quotes said, when they mock, improve. When they laugh, improve. When people start to laugh at you, just improve. Find drive in their mockery. Find drive in their laughter. Just make it empower you and keep going. People will laugh. And one thing you need to know, when they mock at you, you get redeemed. So when people laugh at you, know you are being restored twofold. So the more they laugh at you, the more you get restored. So embrace laughter. I mean, I look for people to laugh at me all the time, because the more you laugh at me, the more I get restored. It's biblical, it's written. When people, that's how come the greatest book will even tell you, do not laugh at your enemy. Even your enemy, you are not supposed to laugh at your enemy, because when you laugh at your enemy, they get redeemed. So just keep going. When people mock at you, do not just give up, just keep going, and you'll be restored. And these same mouths will come back to praise you. They say you couldn't do it. You were growing a bamboo tree. This guy is growing a Chinese tree. Chinese tree will take years. Chinese tree takes 5 years to spring up. When you plant it, 5 years, it won't come up. You need to keep watering and watering and watering for 5 years. And people will laugh and laugh at you. But when it starts to spring up, it takes just few weeks, and it will become a giant bamboo tree. So you just need to keep going. And if you can keep that consistency and keep your faith, everything that you are looking for will come to you.
Oh, that is so awesome. That is so lovely. That reminds me of my own, I had lots of people laughing at me. I had a whole lot. People saying, is she going crazy? Is she going mad? Is there some kind of sickness she's contracted? That's why she's doing all these crazy stuff. Well, I am so pleased I pushed through with my goal and not just watch or listen to what people were saying. Well, as humans, sometimes we get hit by all these, isn't it? But then it's up to us to keep pushing and keep going on and on about it. I know you've been doing a lot of lecturing and then organizing seminars and all that back in Ghana.
Yeah.
So this year, with the COVID going on all over the place, have you got any of them planned? Is there anything you've got in the pipeline that people could join if they want to?
All right, then great. We do online seminars, and we do in-person ones as well. Every 30th September, I do something free for the youth on my birthday. My birthday, it's on the 30th of September, and I love to give back to the people. So on my birthday, I give back to the people instead. I celebrate with them, give them information, empower them, to become better. That's the sex. You need to grow with people. So I love to do that. And we also have project management seminars coming along all the time. I do lecture with the universities as well. But there are some things I do for free. If people basically want me to mentor them, I've got some people that I mentor for free. So whoever is interested, just let me know. My page is Gord-Afful 123 Instagram. Gord-Afful 123. Facebook is Godwin Adu-Afful. I'm also on LinkedIn. It's Gord-Afful PMP. LinkedIn. If you just type Gord-Afful, it will just pop up. So you can follow me on
Gord-Afful, is it?
Yes, Gord and Afful. I think they can see on the screen.
Yes,
so if there are other content I also have there. Short content. I think it will inspire you, motivate you. That's what I do. For me, I say it's you have a job and you have a work. So I have a job, I have a work. Lecturing is my job. Doing motivational speaking is my work. So I'm passionate about. And even though it hasn't started paying, I love to do this. So whenever they call me to do it, and because that's my work. Work will take time to pay you. Job will pay you instantly. But work will take time to pay you. But when it starts to pay you, it pays you back. That's how it works. So I believe everybody should have a job and have a life's work, and work towards it. So yes, just follow me. I've got some content in there for you just to motivate.
Okay. I'm not sure. I think my network is just playing up. I don't know if you can hear me. Okay. Is the network back? It seems to be playing up. Okay, yeah, you talking about work and then job. That is a topic, or those two words are the words I keep talking about with my friend Maggie. We always want to be discussing those words, those things behind closed doors. She's constantly going, "What is your work? And what is your job?" We are always playing with those words, and she keeps on saying, just a minute, I will add God back on. Oh, all right. I was just saying that my friend Maggie and I usually always talk about work and job, as you say, and we keep on saying that work is that God's giving talent, isn't it? And what are we doing with our talent? We should be working more on our work more than our
Yeah.
job, because obviously the job gives us a lot of reward, but then the
Yeah.
work is something which is within us. We cannot get rid of it, isn't it? So, well, I am so glad you talked about this today. And
Be as well. Be
yes, and let me just say, read a few left here. So we've got Nana Seilwa, who is saying to say hello to you. And we've got Ajua Sewa Nyama saying this is so amazing. So that is Sister Ajua of Ajua's Amazing World. She has a lot of information on her page as well. You will enjoy it. Go have a look, and there's a lot of storytelling there. She says, Godwin is a great guy, and oh yeah, she can hear me. So I think we are going to draw the curtains now. We've been here for more than an hour. Thank you, God, so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you. Thank
you.
you. Diamond
I have
Lady.
learned a lot.
Diamond sister. Effect. Lose weight.
Yes. So, yes, it's a new year and we are starting something new all over again. I believe in having a blank canvas and then setting your goals and starting it all over again. Wherever I got to in December, I have given myself another blank canvas and I want to achieve it this year. I don't want to give up, and I'm going to make sure I spend at least 30 minutes each day, no matter what, reading
Great.
through my goals, because it is very,
Great.
very important. And that is what is going to help me to adjust and then to get new ideas. Thank you so much. Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone who were able to join us. Have a good evening, and I shall come back to you soon with whatever we've got to discuss next time. Thank you. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.